So I was minding my business, scrolling through Twitter like I normally do, and lately, I don't know what it's been, but there's been a lot of stupidity and a lot of fuckery going on when it comes to our Twitter feeds. And lo and behold, we have the low-cal god himself, the low-hanging fruit himself, fighting GM, saying something yet again that sounds stupid as. So, we're gonna make fun of it. Okay, so a couple of days ago, there was actually another Tekken player who made content talking about how Elisa is a little bit different than the rest of the cast and forced you to play a different style of Tekken. Now, regarding to that, his tweet ended up going very, very big, and it was even picked up by event hubs themselves. And since then, Landon has become somewhat of a teaching figure within the Tekken community, which is great. It has been amazing. We need more people who are teaching. However, we have our gatekeepers who are not very happy about this. And because they're not very happy about this, it has spawned a different style of discussion that is not even regarding the game itself. What is it, you may ask? Well, let's take a look at the footage. Roll the clip. Wow. Look at this. Look at this good information. Oh my goodness. Wow. Love to see it. Love to see good information being spread. Love to support others. We love this. Great information, you guys. We love this. We love this so much. Let's keep spreading it. Oh.
I guess that's obvious. Like, you trying to teach me how to play Tekken? That's just obvious, bro. I know you on your Tekken teacher shit on your little Twitter. I'm gonna teach everybody how to play Tekken, but you talking to somebody been playing Tekken forever, so I know that shit already.
Oh.
I know you can hit everything if you got time. I know you trying to be the Bill Gates of Tekken or the Albert Einstein of Tekken or whatever kind of teacher you want to be. Dr. Doolittle. I don't know what you trying to be a Tekken, but I know that shit already. That's obvious. My man's on his Dr. Doolittle swag. It's like, hey man, you know, if you have timing, you can hit any move in the game. Also, you know, frames is basically first grade math. I know all that shit, bro. That Dr. Doolittle shit, man, keep that on Twitter, bro. Word.
Oh.
That shit is...
Oh. Oh no. SMH.
Because when I put it on Twitter, all my Twitter friends are gonna like me. And they're gonna tell me that you was mean.
Yeah.
I don't like it when people are mean to me.
Oh no.
Out of this. I love it. Thank you. And thank you for roasting me. Because when you roasted me, it actually made me more famous. Get out of here with this shit.
Oh yes. Yes, we live in a world where we act like we are 7th graders and we bully each other just because someone else discovered some things. And of course, me being me, it really struck a nerve just because I've been in this situation. I felt this situation and I understand where these players are feeling. And it wasn't just only this one instant. There was another tweet set out by another player who was saying that now that the new school players are now coming up on the old school players, can they keep up? And of course, there was no mean to be extremely toxic. There was no intent to hurt anyone's feelings. But if you go through the entire replies, all you see is just people getting hurt and being like, well, if I was consistently playing, you guys wouldn't catch up. So this lit a light bulb in my head, and I sat there and I said, you know what? I think it's about time we started talking about this stuff. So what is it? What is it when it comes to the older generation? Why do they feel the need to want to assert their dominance amongst the younger players? Is it ego? Is it pride? Is it stupid? I don't know. I don't think these players are stupid in any way. That's not the point of this video. This video isn't to bash these older players because yes, they are very respected. They have taken many strides within our community and they've accomplished so much in their time that you can't just sit here and just be like, oh, well, you know, they're old, so they're done. That's not how that works. They are still very much active in the community, and that is an important thing. However, I do have an issue with, specifically when it came to the Landon and Fighting GM situation, how Landon just happened to pop his little nose into the stream and say something like, oh, well, you can press buttons or something. It was something like that. You can press buttons anytime, etc., etc. And GM got his feelings hurt and decided to continually mock and make fun of him and make statuses like, oh, these new school think they're making discoveries. They're not discoveries. And it's just like, hold the fuck up. At some point, these older players were actually the same area where all these younger players are, and they made these exact same discoveries feeling the exact same way. And it seems like they just took their brain out and forgot for a second that they were also in this position. Regardless of how it's coming off, the point of the matter is that why are we gatekeeping the rest of the community? Multiple people are coming online every single day. There are a ton of new people, and there's always someone new who has just bought the game that is logging on for the first time, and they're playing the game, enjoying it for a fun time, and then all of a sudden they start discovering things and they're excited. They take down these discoveries and post them on Twitter. But we can't sit here and invalidate them on their discoveries. Yes, some of us may have discovered this first, or some of us may have discovered this years ago, but the fact that they're making these strides and they're excited about this and posting that information to Twitter or to YouTube or anything like that, that's still information that's being circulated amongst the community, and it's helping other people who are also finding this content learn more about the game. Something that GM actually said was kind of annoying, because he stated that with the reason why all these kids are putting it on Twitter is because they want Twitter clout. Oh, we just want the clicks and the retweets and the money. We want all this recognition for something someone else has done. However, content nowadays is being consumed in different areas. Before, a lot of Tekken information and a lot of other information was posted on forums such as Tekken Zaibatsu, where other community members would come together and they would post their information and their findings and have a discussion amongst themselves. As time has gone on, social media has grown. Content is being put everywhere and it's being consumed by different people, including on Twitter and YouTube and on Twitch. And the thing is that this is a great output for everyone else, so that way they can consume this information amongst themselves and they can talk about it and share it with other people and be passionate about it too. So why are we putting this down? The biggest concern with this entire situation that raises with me is that we have all these future budding content creators who are coming up, and yes, they're posting a lot of recycled content because we've all seen it, but it's new content for them in a different perspective that someone else may appreciate, because this community is always having eyes put on them from different people and from outside sources. And the more that we put this stuff down, the more that we're hurting our own community and we're hurting ourselves to grow as the game and to grow and have more people take over as we get older and we stop playing. There are a ton of other older figures who go in and now they cultivate the rest of the younger crew, and they are still involved with a lot of the community. We're all doing something, and we're still continuing, and we're still taking care of the newer generation. And before that newer generation, it was us. We were the new generation. At some point, I think there has to be a moment where we need to stop and think about what we're saying when it comes to online interactions, because it's not good when you have your fan base go and attack other people because you want to belittle them and make fun of them. And at the same time, it's like, why are we putting down the fact that other people want to make more content and they're getting recognized for that content? That's a good thing. We're pushing more content out there. There's more people putting out more content that other people are finding more interesting. To see other content creators who are still new to the community immediately want to quit because someone that they respected or something like that, said something bad about them because they're feeling insecure with themselves, it just kind of makes me sad. A lot of these players aren't thick-skinned, and it really does hurt their feelings when other people are going to strongly criticize them and then send massive waves of hate towards their way, so that way they can just make them be quiet. Why would you want to make these players be quiet? Why would you send hate towards these players? Overall, I think what we really need to do is we need to stop gatekeeping this community, because in the long run, we're not only hurting ourselves, but we're hurting the future of the community and of these games. There might not be a future of these games or this community if we're continually making people want to quit. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys think this situation is kind of silly? Do you think that the older community is gatekeeping everyone? Do you think that I'm just in my feelings? What do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about it? If you guys do like my content, please let me know, or just give me a subscribe or give me a like, whatever you guys want to do. Share it with a friend, share it with your dog. I do different content on here all the time when it comes to Tekken content. I try to do informational videos. I try to do silly, lighthearted videos. And of course, from time to time, you're probably going to catch me on here ranting about something. So I really appreciate you guys for hanging around. And of course, I would love to hear your guys' opinions on this whole thing. All right, see you guys later. Bye.